at the beginning of August, I opened Zillow, and this house had popped up, and I said, that price can't be right. And so I opened it up, I started reading, and it said that there was a down payment assistance that was offered. I immediately just sent it over to my realtor and said, hey, can you check this out? Our realtor had talked to the Manship Foundation's realtor. It was Wednesday. I was getting ready to leave for church. I had this whiteboard in my room, and I had all these numbers written out and things, and I had the printed out the lease and was reading it word for word, making sure that I understood this is what it's going to take. We were locked in, and in order to break that lease, you have to give them 60 days notice and then also pay 2 months rent up front. As soon as you give them notice you're breaking, they want 2 months rent. Then you have to pay the next 2 months rent as normal, and then you're free to go. But you also don't get your security deposit. So essentially it costs you 5 months rent to leave.
You don't want to get yourself in a financial situation where you're just stuck in a pit.
I forwarded it to David, my realtor, and he said, that's what it looks like, Chris. And I said, okay. I took a deep breath and I said, call them, tell them we can't do it. And so we got ready. We piled in the car to go off to church. And I told her, I said, it's okay. I said, you know what? Something will work out. And my phone rang on the way to church. And I was like, David's calling me back. Does he not know that I don't want to chat right now? I'm pretty down. And he said, Chris, you're not going to believe it. He said, when I called the realtor, told him that, it wasn't going to work out, he asked why. And he said, I explained to him the breaking the lease and the fees and things. And he said, well, the Manship Foundation would like to help you with that. What he said was, they were discussing you, and they want to try to help you get in a home. And I was like, the Manship Foundation, you guys, your goal and everything, it really shined through. The other night, we came over after closing. We came here, we had a little picnic in the living room, ate our first meal in the house together. And I said, okay, we have to go get some sleep now. And our youngest, Lawson, looked at me and said, no, Dad, this is our house. I said, I know, buddy. I said, I know, but we don't have any beds. He said, Dad, this is our house. We can stay here.
He was standing in the doorway, our youngest was, and he told our realtor, this is my house now. This is my house now. So he was very excited, and they've already had little picnics under the tree, and which was my kids' prayer request, was that there was a tree. It didn't matter about the house, doesn't matter what it looks like, but they needed a shady tree to have a picnic under, and that was answered when we first came over, so